Is Lewis Hamilton already struggling at Ferrari? Despite setting a faster lap time than Charles Leclerc in Bahrain testing, Red Bull's Helmut Marko has thrown the first jab, claiming Hamilton didn't match Leclerc's level. But is there any truth to it, or is this just classic Red Bull mind games? Let's break it all down. When Hamilton announced his shocking move to Ferrari, expectations were sky high. The idea of the 7-time world champion in red sent shockwaves through the paddock. But after preseason testing in Bahrain, the conversation has taken a sharp turn. Hamilton set a best lap of 1 minute and 29.921 seconds, just 0.05 seconds quicker than Leclerc, yet Marko insists that the Monegasque was still the stronger driver. According to him, Hamilton didn't quite seem at ease in the SF25, while Leclerc, with years of Ferrari experience, looked more in control. But there's more to testing than just lap times. Hamilton may have spent much of the sessions gathering data, getting a feel for the car, and understanding Ferrari's unique setup philosophy. Let's not forget that testing doesn't always paint the full picture. Mercedes looked disastrous in 2021 preseason testing, yet Hamilton came out swinging at the season opener. So, is Marko onto something? Or is he just trying to stir the pot before the first race even begins? Let's dive into the full story. What did Helmut Marko really say? Red Bull's Helmut Marko isn't one to hold back, and once again, he's added fuel to the fire. In an interview with Sport.de, Marko claimed that Leclerc was the much faster one in Bahrain testing, despite Hamilton's marginally better lap time. His reasoning? Experience. Leclerc has been Ferrari's golden boy for years. He knows how the team operates, understands their car philosophy, and has developed a driving style perfectly suited to their machines. Meanwhile, Hamilton, despite his legendary status, is stepping into unfamiliar territory. Ferrari's SF25 is fundamentally different from what he's used to at Mercedes. The balance, handling characteristics, even the way the power unit delivers performance, it's all new. Marko believes this put Leclerc ahead in overall performance, even if the stopwatch suggested otherwise. But let's be real, this is classic Marko. He's a master at psychological warfare. We've seen him take digs at rivals before, often trying to shake their confidence before the season even starts. The question is, does he have a point this time, or is this just another strategic mind game from Red Bull? Now, let's talk numbers, because at the end of the day, data doesn't lie. Despite Marko's claim that Leclerc was the much faster one, the official timing sheets tell a different story. Hamilton actually clocked a lap time that was 0.05 seconds quicker than Leclerc during Bahrain testing. It's a tiny margin, but in Formula One, every fraction of a second counts. However, raw lap times don't tell the full story. Testing isn't just about outright speed. It's about understanding the car, collecting data, and fine-tuning performance. While Hamilton might have been quicker over one lap, Leclerc could have been focusing on long-run consistency or experimenting with different setups. Ferrari themselves haven't released detailed telemetry data, so we can't say for certain who is truly ahead in overall pace. There's also the question of fuel loads and engine modes. Teams often sandbag during testing, hiding their true potential until race day. Could Ferrari have held back with Leclerc while allowing Hamilton to push harder for marketing reasons? It's possible, but on the flip side, Hamilton also faced limited running due to an unspecified issue, meaning he didn't get as many laps in as he would have liked. So while Marko is stirring the pot, the real takeaway is that Ferrari looks competitive, Hamilton is settling in fast, and this season could be a lot closer than Red Bull might want to admit. What this means for the 2025 season. Marko's comments may just be classic Red Bull mind games, but they highlight a crucial storyline: how quickly Hamilton can adapt to Ferrari's SF25. Leclerc has spent years refining his understanding of Ferrari's cars, while Hamilton is stepping into an entirely new system. But let's not forget, Hamilton has a history of proving doubters wrong. Back in 2013, many questioned his move to Mercedes, and we all know how that turned out. 6 championships later, he silenced everyone. If Bahrain testing has shown us anything, it's that Ferrari has a real shot at challenging Red Bull this season. The SF25 seems quick, Hamilton is already on the pace. And if the team can avoid strategic blunders, we could be in for a serious title fight. Red Bull may still have the edge, but the gap is shrinking, and Verstappen won't have an easy cruise to a 5th title. So, what do you think? Is Helmut Marko just stirring the pot, or does Leclerc genuinely have an advantage over Hamilton? And more importantly, can Ferrari finally take the fight to Red Bull this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the debate started. The bigger picture, mind games or a real power shift? Helmut Marko's comments might seem like a simple analysis, but in Formula One, words are never just words, they're strategic weapons. Red Bull has dominated the hybrid era, and Verstappen has barely been touched since 2021. But now, with Hamilton at Ferrari and Leclerc hungry for his first title, the energy is shifting. Could this be the beginning of a real challenge to Red Bull's reign? Or is Ferrari still a step behind when it comes to race execution and consistency? Testing results can be misleading, but the tension is already building. The real answers will come under the floodlights in Bahrain when it's no longer about speculation, but raw performance. Now, over to you. Do you think Hamilton can adapt fast enough to challenge for the title, or will Leclerc remain Ferrari's top driver? And more importantly, can Ferrari finally break Red Bull's dominance? Let's hear your predictions in the comments. For Hamilton, this isn't just another season, it's a legacy-defining challenge. After 6 dominant years with Mercedes, he's stepping into uncharted territory, and the world is watching his every move. If he struggles against Leclerc, the critics will be relentless. But if he adapts quickly and outperforms his younger teammate, it could be one of the greatest career moves in F1 history. For Leclerc, the stakes are just as high. He's spent years as Ferrari's golden boy, but now he has a 7-time world champion in the garage next door. If he can consistently beat Hamilton, it will cement his reputation as Ferrari's true leader and a future world champion. But if Hamilton proves superior, Leclerc risks being overshadowed within his own team. And then there's Red Bull. Marko's comments weren't just about Ferrari, they were a statement. A warning, even. Red Bull wants the world to believe that Ferrari isn't ready to challenge them yet. But what if they're wrong? What if Hamilton and Leclerc are faster than anyone expects? What if this season isn't just another Verstappen masterclass, but a genuine 3-way fight for the title? The talking is done. Preseason testing has given us a glimpse of what's to come. But the real battle begins when the lights go out in Bahrain. Will Hamilton silence the doubters and prove Marko wrong? Can Leclerc show he's still Ferrari's number 1? And is Red Bull as untouchable as they claim, or is the competition closer than ever? The answers are coming, and you won't want to miss a second of it. Drop your predictions in the comments below. Who do you think will come out on top in Bahrain? Will Ferrari finally take the fight to Red Bull? Let's get the discussion going. And if you want to stay ahead of all the F1 drama, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this season is shaping up to be an absolute thriller.